As a Leaf fan, when you picture a Saturday night, Leafs, Canadiens, what sort of feeling do you want to feel after a game like that? Well, exactly what happened this evening is how Leaf fans want to feel after a Saturday night game against the Habs. Not only winning 7-3, but feeling the roller coaster ride of what we saw. Going into play today, Leafs had won that game, obviously, against the New Jersey Devils, where I was at. I was at the game, and they didn't look great early. And they just came off a 3-game losing streak where they had looked awful. Came back in the third period, won it in overtime. A really good third period. One of their best games of the season. But you're going into Montreal. Obviously, a ruckus barn, and they haven't seen winning there for a little while. And they're finally winning hockey games. So you know it's going to be a good atmosphere in Montreal, and they've been playing good hockey. They're inspired. The Leafs, we don't know if they're going to be able to pull what they did against New Jersey to this game. And in the early goings, it wasn't any good. Down 3-0 early. Right? Kirby Dach opens up the scoring, 5:08 in. Patrick Laine, which all he does is score in the damn power play. That's his 11th goal of the year. How many of which in the power play? I think it's a good bit, right? Power play points, power play goals. Yeah, so he has 11 goals now, 10 of which on the power play. And that was with a minute 39 to go in the first period. You're down 2-0. Looks like you're going to head into the break down a couple and not looking good. But hold on. 9 seconds later, Josh Anderson scores to make it 3-0 Montreal going into the intermission. An awful start to this game for the Leafs. You're getting outshot 13-8. Looks like you've had no momentum built off of that Jersey game. It is not pretty at all. And the Bell Center's bumping. The Habs are feeling good. The Leafs obviously aren't. And even midway through the second period, it's almost 10 minutes in, and you don't have a goal yet. But then things happen, right? Should be 4-0 with Montreal ringing one off the bar. But the Leafs come down the other way. Bobby McMahon has Willie Nylander on his right wing on a 2-on-1. Bobby McMahon, I'm having an awful time saying it. Bobby McMahon, I got excited, talk fast. Bobby McMahon. Anyways, Bobby McMahon rips one low blocker on Sam Montembeault, who I'm kind of shocked was even playing today. That Dobish guy's been outstanding for Montreal. And if you want to test the kid, Leafs Habs on a Saturday night when the fans are going crazy because your team's playing well, you want to test him, right? I don't know. That could just be me. But I know Sam Montembeault had a shutout against the Leafs to start the year. That was game 1 of the season. His year hasn't gone all that great to begin with. He has like a .900 save. He hasn't been great. But anyways, Bobby McMahon scores, 9:32 in. And it's a 3-1 hockey game. Still lots of hockey to play, but got one goal. I mean, can you build off it? Late in the period, Leafs get a power play. Things start to happen. Right? They get the offensive zone time on a drop back from Riley to Max Domi, who gives it to, I believe, Pontus Holmberg, who's just inside the blue line. And he goes cross ice to Oliver Ekman-Larsson, who then, fires the puck on low. However, OEL, again, he knows how to work the offensive game. That's why I like him on the power play. Finds Nick Robertson, kind of where John Tavares likes to sit, right in the middle of the ice. And he redirects it past Sam Montembeault. It's a 3-2 hockey game. And that goal, it was a minute 14 to go in the second period. So a really important power play goal for that second unit. OEL and Holmberg with assists in the power play. I think there was only like 1 second to go on the power play too, because that's like all the time they ever get on the power play. But who cares? It's 3-2 going into the third period. Shots and goal were 14-10 in favor of the Leafs. But you're still down a goal, right? Not going to get too excited. Well, Montreal tries to fire a puck. Start of the period. And it's blocked by Willie Nylander, but then he's away to the races. And he's got Lane Hudson on his, basically right beside him, and Willie takes off. Beats Lane Hudson. Hudson's trying, I guess, to outmuscle Willie Nylander, which I know, Lane Hudson's a young fella, so he doesn't have a lot of meat on him, but Willie Nylander, my God, absolutely body bagged him. And just made him look stupid, made Montembeault look stupid on the breakaway, and we are tied 24 seconds into the third period. Nylander's 27th goal of the season. Bobby McMahon with the only assist on that goal. And we're tied. 3 unanswered goals for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and the Bell Center's quiet. Well, the Habs fans were. Leafs fans are just buzzing. And they weren't done. Because they get a power play later on, a few minutes later, right? 4:31. And again, that second unit out there. Domi wins the faceoff, gets the puck back to OEL. And I think it was Robertson going to the net for a screen in front, I believe. But he doesn't get there. I believe it was honestly screened by their own defender. Fires a puck on from the point as OEL, and it has eyes. I think Montembeault gets a piece of it. But it's not enough. It's in the back of the net. The Leafs get another power play marker from the second unit, and they now lead the game 4-3. Domi with the lone assist on OEL's third of the year at 4:31 of the third period. The Leafs somehow have this lead now. 3 minutes later, Montreal gets a power play. And if you watched my New Jersey video, you would have seen and listened to what I was saying about every time the Leafs had a goal, they countered with giving up a penalty, which led to a power play goal. It was not pretty. Same sort of instance here, right? You had the lead. Everyone's buzzing. Leafs fans are hyped up. But now you've given Montreal the power play back. Not what you want to see. But on that ensuing power play for the Montreal Canadiens, Morgan Rielly blocks the entry into the zone, gets it up to Austin Matthews. And Austin Matthews gets it to Mitch Marner, who just enters the zone. Matthews curls to the, I guess it wasn't the slot. It wasn't really the point, but he just finds the soft spot. And the one-timer from Austin Matthews goes far blocker's side, beating Sam Montembeault clean. I've already seen the memes online of everything with the Super Saiyan Matthews celebration. He was hyped. And the Leafs get a 5-3 lead on Austin Matthews' first ever shorthanded marker. Wild stuff. 18th of the year for Matthews at 758. The Leafs now have scored 5 unanswered goals. It is 5-3. Nuts. And then to add insult to injury to the Montreal Canadiens, right? OEL, great pass to Steven Lorenz. A little backhand, forehand beats Montembeault underneath the arm. His 5th of the year. OEL and Marner with assists on that goal at 14:45 to put the Leafs up by 3 with like 5 to go. It's pretty much over. And David Camp, I saw, shout out to the Leafs, whatchamacallit, a guy on Twitter who does all the media stuff. PAT for David Camp. He gets the 7th goal for the Toronto Maple Leafs in this hockey game. David Camp's 3rd of the year, short-handed, by the way, as the empty netter. Knies with the lone assist at 18:26 to seal the deal completely. 7 unanswered goals for the Toronto Maple Leafs in Montreal. Oh! It is sweet. Now I'm going to see Hat fans say, what about that first round? Hey, guys. Talk about something that happened 4 years ago. How about we talk about what happened tonight? And it's a disaster. So great stuff for the Leafs. Shots on goal were 12-12 in the third period. Shot 35-34 for the game. But we cannot talk about this game without talking about Joseph Woll. He was remarkable. I mean, I talked about it in the Jersey game. I talked about it in some games prior. He hadn't been all that sharp. Tonight he was great. And he made probably the save of the year for me, at least for the Leafs. There's been some good ones. The goaltenders have been great. But this save, the flying across, and he gets a save with the butt end of his stick. Ludicrous stuff for Joseph Woll. And obviously after the 3 goals, you couldn't allow another one, and he didn't. Magnificent goaltending from him. You lost the face-off dot, but who the hell cares? You dominated the special teams battle. You scored 2 power play goals. You scored 2 shorthanded goals. Enough said. You would hit them 20-15. And key players, obviously Joseph Woll, of course, a 9-14 save, 3 goals on 35 shots. And as I mentioned, didn't allow a goal after the first period. Oliver Ekman-Larsson had a day. Goal and 2 assists, a +3. And again, his power play marker, he had a power play assist. And I can't remember the other one, but he was a +3. And those don't count as pluses. So he was on the ice a ton for a lot of positive things. So great stuff from OEL. Bobby McMahon, a goal and an assist and a +1. I also had 5 shots on net. David Camp with a goal and a +2. Steven Lorenz, a goal and a +1. Nylander, a goal and a +1. And had 7 shots on net. Matthews with a goal. Robertson with a goal. Marner had 2 assists. Rielly, Holmberg, Knies, and Domi all had assists in the hockey game. And shout out Philip Myers, the only guy who was a -2 for the Leafs tonight. And also have fans getting all horned up for Lane Hudson. He had an assist today. Good for him. Called a race. And he might win it. -5. I know he's a rookie. I get it. But -5. Ugly stuff. Now, next game for the Toronto Maple Leafs, they host the Tampa Bay Lightning at Scotiabank Arena on Monday night, 7:30 puck drop there. Again, another team that's in your division. That's not you're not really fighting with the Tampa Bay Lightning, but they're pesky. I'm just going to put that out there, right? Because the Lightning, they won today, I believe. They're 9 games over. They're 3 games behind the Leafs in games played, and 7 points back. So let's say the Lightning win all 3 games. It's only a 1-point difference, right? Now, that's if they win all 3, which it's not easy to do that. But you win that game against Tampa, the breathing room gets even more. So we'll see how it goes on Monday night at 7:30. Probably Joe Wall in the cage, and he does some pretty good things against the Lightning, so we'll see how that goes there. All right, so you know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and the game today, because how could you not? Hit that like button. Do appreciate it. The subscribe button. You guys not done so already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game for the Toronto Maple Leafs? Twitter, Discord, Instagram, and of course TikTok is down below, even though it's not in the States anymore. Links are down below. And I will talk to you guys Raptors edition Tuesday. They host the Magic at Scotiabank Arena at 7:30. And as for the Leafs, we talk about it. 7:30 puck drop. Leafs Lightning at Scotiabank Arena. Thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and, of course, this game on a Saturday night. Talk to you guys then.